called the Cayman, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, that's not a new car. It's just a Boxster with a roof.
You have got a point. It's got the same dashboard as the Boxster. It's got the same mid-engined two-seat layout as the Boxster. It is just a Boxster coupe. They should have called it the Cockster. Now, I should explain at the outset that this car is rubbish, I'm afraid. Terrible. There are many things I'd rather be doing than driving it, including waiting for Bernard Manning to come off the stage in a sweaty nightclub and then licking his back clean. Sorry, I'm really only saying this because the director who's shooting the film today has actually ordered a Cockster as a sort of investment. His little face, he's so worried. He's so worried I'm going to be mean about it. Annoyingly, actually, does have some good points.
And the best point of all is the sat-nav.
Look at that. Doesn't just tell you where you're going, it also tells you where all the traffic jams are. And I went and checked this morning and it's right. It's brilliant.
The next good point is that it's a hoot to drive.
If you drive it like a heffalump, then it sort of responds like a heffalump. There's lots of very boring but very safe understeer. However, if you drive this thing well, you really concentrate, you just want to get round a corner as fast as possible, then it's as crisp as a frosty morning. Chuck it in, back starts to come out, and you can just hold it on the power. You can't argue with that. And the engine's not bad either, especially when it goes past 5,000 RPM. Oh yes! All the way to a top speed of 171 miles an hour. The only dynamic criticisms I have really are the brakes, which are a bit mushy really, and the gearbox, chiefly because when you put it in what you think is first at the lights, it's very easy to actually hit reverse, sort of backwards. That's the one.
Overall, though, I have to say, it's a fine adrenaline pump. But then this particular car does have one or two options. There's adaptive dampers for £1,030, a sports chrono package with better throttle response and a stopwatch for £507, 19-inch wheels, £1,260, fade-free ceramic brakes, £5,350.
And so it goes on. The rear windscreen wiper, £230. Metallic paint, £540. The excellent satellite navigation system, £1,800.
So, if you buy a basic car for £44,000, what exactly are you getting? Well, you get two boots, one in the front and one in the back. You get some carpets and, to improve visibility in bad weather, the Cockster's side windows are said to be hydrophobic.
I think that means they've got rabies.
You also get a little rear spoiler that comes up at 75 miles an hour, which should help the police with their inquiries. The biggest problem, though, is not the price. It's the feel of the thing. It's technically brilliant.
It's kind of like an Airbus. It's an engineering marvel, but there's no sense of passion. There's something else too. This is a chart showing details of the current Porsche sports car range, and as you can see, the Cayman fits in the middle perfectly. Rather too perfectly. I mean, look, engine, 3.2 in a Boxster, 3.6 in a 911, 3.4. Power, 276, 321, 291. Same story with torque, same story with top speed, even the price. Bang in the middle. Coincidence? Yeah, right.
You get the impression the engineers could have made the Cockster faster and better. But they weren't allowed to, because then it would have been faster and better than the 911. So the Cockster then isn't quite as good as it could have been.
I couldn't live with that. I like to think that a car has been designed to be as good as it can be, not just to fill a gap in the market.
Another thing I couldn't live with is the styling.
I realise, of course, that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I mean, I, for instance, find Esther Rantzen attractive. But I'm struggling to think of anyone who'll look at the Cockster and go, yes, that is a masterpiece.
The back's just too long. Looks like a kangaroo. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to have one of these things, you really